Welcome back to the Spar and Pull Factory International Speedway, where tonight the sidecars bring us action on 3 wheels, sometimes 2 wheels, and sometimes no wheels. Sidecars run short races, so there's plenty of them. 9 heats and 3 finals tonight. After 3 closely fought heats, 3 teams top the table, with current New Zealand champs Belsham and Anderson, and past champions Vandenberg and Farrington sharing second equal. Heat 4. After exclusion from Heat 1 for a false start, Rob Jennings and Craig Adams from Tauranga worked hard for a place in the final. But the South Island pair, Wells and Harpur, took the lead. The South Islanders drove up from Invercargill for this meeting, and they had no intention of making it a fruitless journey. Jennings and Adams came back at them to pass around the outside, and despite a wheel stand and some close contact, they take out Heat 4. Heat 5. A crowded start didn't stop 4 times national champs Vandenberg and Farrington from making it look easy around the outside. They lost their title to Belsham and Anderson on Bike 1 at the National Championships in Wanganui recently. But Vandenberg and Farrington looked in top form in this heat and easily avenged their Wanganui defeat. Their win in Heat 5 automatically qualified them for the finals. Heat 6. Boaler and Griffiths and Rossick and Caltaux were favoured here, but Aucklanders Thompson and Holmes took the early lead. They set out with a lot of contact between the 3 pairings, but Boaler and Griffiths came through to lead, with Rossick and Caltaux moving up on their home track. Boaler and Griffiths made short work of it and led going into the final lap. At this stage, if they made no mistakes, Boaler and Griffiths would remain in second place on the points table. Rossick and Caltaux finished second, while Thompson and Holmes recovered well to finish third. Heat 7, and Boaler and Griffiths lined up again with Rossick and Caltaux. A wheel stand on the left there for Dwight and Goodyear saw them back to 4th as Rossick and Caltaux reversed the order from the previous heat and led from Boaler and Griffiths. One lap to go, and Rossick and Caltaux still led, with Boaler and Griffiths chasing hard. And that's the way they finished, with Dwight and Goodyear coming home third. Qualifying Heat 8 sees Vandenberg and Farrington lined up against Jennings and Adams, and Harpur and Wells. A rare mistake from Vandenberg, who gave it too much throttle off the line, saw the Bay of Plenty pair lead the first lap from Auckland's Thompson and Holmes. With 1 lap to go, the leaders remained the same, but Vandenberg and Farrington moved through the field to lie third. But Rob Jennings and Craig Adams led the field in the last turn. They took their second win and a sure place in the finals. Heat 9, the final qualifier. Wells and Harpur, with a win and a second already secured, started clear favourites. The mainlanders led early and looked every inch the winners they are. Murray Hackett and Steve Hebner challenged from down low on the second turn, but Wells and Harpur defend easily and lead into the second lap. Turn 1, and it's the last lap. The slick presentation of the Southlanders matches their performance as they easily hold off Hackett and Hebner. They look hot favourites for the 3-race finals. After 9 heats, Wells and Harpur top the points table, equal with Rossick and Caltaux. Vandenberg and Farrington equal the Hawke's Bay team, with the Tauranga and Wanganui teams making up the top 6. It was all on for the finals. After 9 qualifying heats of the Sidecar Nationals at Waikaraka Park, Wells and Harpur led the field into the finals. Vandenberg and Farrington had their problems.
Last qualifying heat we had a bit too much drive on the start line and we pulled a big wheel stand and we actually had to start off the back, but we made up the ground and finished third, so that was enough to give us enough points to qualify.
Current New Zealand champions Nigel Belsham and Steve Anderson from Wanganui were competing at Waikaraka Park for the first time. And Steve, who do you see as your main opposition for the finals tonight?
The other 5 guys.
The first final. 6 teams from 6 different parts of the country. On form, the winners look likely to be from the deep south. A crash involves Wells and Harpur, Russack and Caltaux, and Boaler and Griffiths. It sidelines national champs Belsham and Anderson. The spilt petrol has to be burned off before a restart. Belsham and Anderson have borrowed a bike to take their place again on grid 3. Jennings and Adams led from the start. Behind them there was a lot of close contact in the pack. Vandenberg and Farrington found themselves pushed back to third. Russack and Caltaux second. Jennings and Adams still led into the second lap, but Vandenberg found himself pushed back to fourth. 3 wide in turn 1 and the Palmerston North pair forced their way through to second. On turn 2, Vandenberg makes his move round the outside. He passes Jennings and Adams to lead into the last lap. Vandenberg and Farrington made no race of it. This is the form that made them 4 times New Zealand title holders. Last turn, and Vandenberg and Farrington easily take the 6 points. Second final. The same 6 teams line up. Can anyone beat the Palmerston North hotshots? Vandenberg and Farrington take the start and lead the pack on lap 1. The final lap, and Vandenberg and Farrington still lead. Another 6 points would put them in a virtually unbeatable position. All they have to do now is finish in the top 3 in the last of the finals. The third and deciding final. After 2 wins, Vandenberg and Farrington look certain for victory. From the start, the Auckland pair of Carl Russack on the bike and Troy Caltaux swinging lead from Vandenberg and Bick Farrington. Boaler and Griffiths hold third, but Russack and Caltaux want to win at least 1 race and hold on to their lead in lap 2. But it's a narrow one. Turn 2, lap 2, and Russack and Caltaux run wide. They let the unstoppable combination of Vandenberg and Farrington through to lead 3 out of 3. Last lap, and these guys let nobody else get a lick in. Vandenberg and Farrington leave the rest for dead. They've already avenged their New Zealand title defeat, and on this track they're just too good for anyone. Rob, Bick, you made it look very easy out there in the finals. Just how easy was it?
It certainly wasn't easy. It was hard work out there. We certainly had our work cut out for us. Qualifying wasn't so bad, but the pressure was certainly on in the finals.
Which was the hardest race you think you did tonight?
The first final was, we did a big wheel stand on the start and we virtually started off last. We had to pass everybody. I didn't think we'd get through to win that one, but we just managed, so it was really good.